4 decades of national prominence. More quality time with a Hall of Famer in Jim Brown.
For Jim Brown, never afraid to speak his mind. Sometimes it wasn't necessarily popular with some of the people that Jim Brown was speaking his mind to, was it? It hasn't always been easy for you.
No.
As you went along, has it?
No, you sacrifice a lot of popularity, you sacrifice a lot of money, and you sacrifice a lot of corporate dollars. But what happens is society catches up with you. You see, the things I said in the 60s are not very controversial today. In fact, they're pretty mild-mannered. Dealing with the Nation of Islam in the 60s was like a major crime. Today, it's basically nothing. So I always said that if I tell the truth and stand my ground, then I'll never have to be embarrassed about what I said at a particular time to be popular. You should never opt to be popular. You should opt to tell the truth, because the truth is going to catch up. So I would rather be unpopular and come here and find that people are flocking to me because they can find something truthful about me. And if I sign an autograph, they know I'm doing it because I want to. And if I smile at them, it's because I'm smiling because I'm finding something to smile about. I'm just not smiling. And they can feel that. And I love that.
Just if I could ask you, was there a moment in your football career that you were proudest of? Was there a year? Was there a time? Was there a play? Was there an honor or anything when you reflect?
Well, there were 3 things. One was when I was a rookie and I played my first exhibition game and Paul started me. And we're in the Rubber Bowl in Akron. I broke one up the middle and outran 2 safeties to the goal line for a touchdown. He called me off the field. And he was a man of few words. He said, "You're my running back." Those words were like everything to me because I wanted to be the running back when I first got there. And the second thing was the year that Paul left. I worked harder in that off season than I ever did in my life because I did not want people to think that Paul was responsible for my success. And I had my greatest year. I mean, I took it to another level that particular year. I don't remember the year, but I was a striker of the ball. I mean, I had an average of over 6 points per try. I had 18,000 yards or something, or 1,800 yards, something to that effect. And I could run 100 yards and never be tired. But it was like in space, I could never go to that level again. And then finally, when we won the championship, it was a team victory. Everybody played great. Gary Collins, I think, was MVP, caught 3 touchdown passes. Frank Ryan threw 3 or 4 touchdown passes. I had over 125 yards, 125 yards, something like that. The defense shut out the Baltimore Colts with the great Johnny Unitas. And everybody was so happy because everybody felt like they contributed to that particular victory. So those 3 things are like things that I remember that were very significant in my career.
Let's go to golf. You go out there, speaking of striker of the ball, let's go to golf. Where did that come from, and you seem to have a passion for it?
Well, golf is a sleeper game of all times. It's the most underrated game in life. You always think it's a silly game until you play it. Then you become addicted to the game. It has so many elements that tell you so many things about yourself. For example, today I got a triple bogey because I got stupid.
We've all done that.
So the golf says, all right, you're stupid. I don't care who you are. You're going to get a triple bogey. And you have to deal with yourself differently because it's only you and the elements. And if you get a little chicken-hearted, it shows in your swing. There's a hesitation. If you got a 3-foot putt for all the money, it puts a different kind of pressure on you. So the pressure in golf is different than any kind of pressure I've ever been under. Hitting off the first tee with a Gary is one of the toughest things I've ever done in my life because all you can do is think of failure. So it gives you a chance to examine yourself, but it's so enjoyable because the ambiance is unbelievable and usually the people are great people because they all love the game. And you can always adjust the game to a player that's not as good because you can give strokes and it's still a competitive game. It has all the elements.
You know what? There's no doubt about it. When Sports Illustrated said it, the consensus says it, any athlete that's ever put on the cleats says it, that you're the greatest football player that ever lived. And somehow deep within you, I know there's a parent